You're not willing to drive 30 minutes to come to the Northeast Mecca? Are you winding me up? I go why I moved here. That is something that I don't know if you guys are ready for. Oh, that sucks. Damn, we're getting deep up in here. Of course it is. It's the 27th of January. There's a significant date for if you know, you know. But this time last year, exactly 365 days ago, I was a very different man, let's put it that way. I just want arms the size of fucking Terry's. Morning, you lot. How we doing? So, just off, all packed, ready to go to the gym. What time are we on? Must be 9:30 now. Heading off to do some fasted morning cardio. Yes, it's that part of prep. I'm still fat, so fasted cardio is in. So we'll head up there, get that done. Got a couple hours before I start shift, so got some online work to do, and then get a wee shoulders and arm session. And today is going to be my Q&A day. Not just me shooting the shit every vlog. I want to try and be a bit of value with these videos, because it is, the whole point of this is to show you what a prep entails. And oh Jesus Christ, that fat burner is not nice. I put up on a question box twice, and the only ones that got back, I got 2 in the answer box, but then I got about 20 and then anonymous. I didn't take you guys as shy. I'm not gonna call anybody out, although I might have called you out if I found out who said in the question box, "Why you so cute?" Not quite what I was expecting, but we move. So with that said, we'll go through our first lot of questions. Oh shit in this phone. Anyway, so our first lot of questions, other than "Why you so cute?" is current training split. We'll start with that one. That's a decent one. Again, no idea who said it, but thanks anyway. Shout out to you. So it's about getting a coach and guiding you instead of wasting 4 years and just dicking around because you think you can do it on your own. Been there. But that's kind of why I got into this game, just to educate and get the most out of your sessions. But in own personal experience, I do enjoy putting a little bit more attention to a certain body part at a time, whether it be chest and biceps, or because the thought of doing a shoulder press after what you've seen how we do chest, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I'm running chest buys, legs, rest, shoulders and arms, back and rear delts, traps, and then a bit of shoulders and calves, abs and calves. Because these little skinny chicken legs got to grow. I didn't get that gene, but I got quads. So I'm Mr. Leg from the knee up. I'm not saying that's the best one, I'm just saying it's one I enjoy and one I stick with. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, that's how the current training split's going. We'll go to the gym and we'll do from there. that was about as fun as it looks. I don't know what's a better sound. The sound of the Stairmaster finishing after 45 minutes, or the sound of your oats after 45 seconds. Oh, and what's even more heartbreaking is when you get 30 seconds in and these decide to die. Fabulous. You need to go to a dark place to do the fucking Stairmaster, man. But we got there. So, job done. And I am very excited for my oats. It used to be an emotional attachment to a jam bagel, now it's oats and peanut butter post cardio. So, cardio's done. With a face that only a mother could love. And definitely need a new t-shirt. The t-shirt says it all. And we'll head over and do some work before we come back and do a wee shoulder session. Love how I sat here for like 30 seconds and my car's already steamed up like mad. It must be like I think I'm actually smoking coming off me right now. But while the headphones died on cardio, it does get you thinking. And I've always been an advocate as soon as I started this that I was striving to keep things simple. In a world with everybody and their gran has got a fitness page on Instagram, thinks that they're a qualified PT, they just seem to want to overcomplicate and reinvent the wheel. I'm all for, education and trying to perfect your craft. I'm absolutely 110% behind that. I've invested the last 4 years, I must have invested a couple thousand in education courses to try and become the perfect coach. But the more you do this, and the more you look into it, you realise two things. One, clients don't really give a rat's ass how many certificates you have on your name. And some people on Instagram like to, it's almost just, bodybuilders get arrogant reputation in the public eye as it is. So by saying that, oh yeah, I've done this course, that course, and this course, who are you trying to impress? Your clients or your mum? Realistically, 90% of your clients that you'll be working with, 90% of the clients you'll work with is going to be wee Sarah, who just goes into the gym for the first time. She's anxious about wearing a fucking sports bra in the gym because all she sees is Instagram models. Or do you think she's going to get more benefit from saying that picking up a dumbbell is going to do you more benefit than 15 minutes on the treadmill and then going to Starbucks and getting a white chocolate Macco fucking Frappuccino, whatever the hell they are, and wondering why she can't lose weight because she chose a fillet of fish over the quarter pounder because she earned it? It's just about education, but educating and keeping it simple. No one really gives a crap if you're the doctor of thugonomics with a fucking D handle. It's just pick up a barbell or a dumbbell, curl it until it feels like your arm's about to fall off, and then go drink a protein shake. It does make me laugh when people say that, oh, you shouldn't compare yourself to the elite, especially in physique development. No being funny. I don't think Dorian and Ronnie were really giving a crap about the trace proteins in a bagel or what elbow path they went when they were rowing for the most optimal contraction. I think it was more just that's a heavy weight, pick it up until I can't pick it up anymore. It's kind of, if you want to get better at something, you should look at the best in the world that do it. Christ, you want to get better at basketball? Kobe Bryant used to train 7 times a day from 4 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Practice makes perfect. We're better at cooking. I'd watch British Bake Off maybe more than Hell's Kitchen, but again, you practice the recipe, you put it in, you master it, you put a bit of fucking worst seasoning in it. Again, repetition. You want to get better at business, you read books, you listen to podcasts, you watch fucking Wolf of Wall Street. You look, when trying to find the best way of doing things, why wouldn't you look at the best that have done it? Obviously, with physique development, you can only piss with the cock you've got, in the fact that genetics will take you so far, naturally. And obviously, even with enhancements, you can get people that are 50 grams of anavar and they're looking ridiculous, and you get people on 2 mil of fucking tren and they look like a flat tire. At the end of the day, you can put as many bells and whistles on a concept as you like. Training protocols, nutrition habits, at the end of the day, it's not that hard. It's just being consistent with it. And that is the probably hardest thing to sell in this game, is that how fucking simple this is. You just... Do you really think you need a sports degree to be a bodybuilder? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Obviously, some basic knowledge is beneficial. End of the day, keep it simple. Another one that was coming through was, who's my favourite bodybuilder and why? Dorian Yates being one of them. Duh. If you followed me for a while, you'll kind of get that. Ronnie Coleman being another, and I've had the pleasure of meeting both of them. Training with Dorian, by the way. And I've met Ronnie twice at the Arnold Expo. And not just the fact that his physique is probably the best to ever do the sport, the fact that his mental attitude towards things is quite admirable. You gotta think, you do gotta question it a little bit though. Like, for someone who's that positive and that upbeat, you gotta be able to go to some dark places to pull some stupid weight. Perfect example being Eddie Hall, when he pulled the 500 kilo deadlift. He was picturing his wife and kid under a truck or a car or whatever it was, or with a gun to their head, and say, if you don't pick this up, they're dead. Yet Ronnie goes up to an 800-pound squat, puts on his back, screams lightweight baby, and does 2 reps, and comes out of it smiling, thinking, oh, I should have done 3. And because he was that pissed off, he decided to go leg press 1.2 ton. Like, why not? But his whole mental attitude, even to the fact that he's put his body through what he did, and he's suffered 13 or 14 surgeries, I think it is. The man's not able to walk. He's still smiling at the end of the day. It's not just his bodybuilding career, but his whole demeanour as a person is quite admirable. That, and of course Sebum. Because who doesn't love Sebum, right? And my ego is through the roof the last 2 weeks because 5 different Ultraflex members have said I look like him. So, result. I just need to work on the 80 pounds of muscle from the neck down, and there might be some truth to that one day. Yeah, spot the rookie videographer. I didn't totally just spend the last 10 minutes driving home from the gym answering all those Q&A questions, and the camera isn't even recording, it just died. So that's great. So there's about 6 questions and 10 minutes of content that you won't see, but hey ho. Anyway, so got home to catch you up from this last clip. Got home, realised I'm being a fanny and talking to absolutely no one, and ended up doing some online work, some programming and stuff. Had to catch up with some check-ins, nailed 2 meals, and now we're heading to the gym. So let's go and train some shoulders and arms, shall we? So here we go. Got our shoulders and arms section up, lined up today. Day off in the Mecca, and I'm still here, even on my days off. No place I'd rather be. So, I always like to start my shoulder days warming up with rear delts. Just gets the blood in the muscle. Duh. When it comes to rear delts, they're kind of like the forgotten stepsister of your delts. So, make sure you get enough volume through across the week, get them hit, and warm up with them. Trademark Joe Welsh's tunes on the now. Rock and roll, kid. Yep, blood in there now. Christ.
let's have a wee continuation of our Q&A, shall we? Let's have a wee looky. Oh boy. So I've got two questions similar. Two questions that look pretty similar. And they kind of go why I moved here. And why I do what I do. And how I do it. You know who you are who answered that. It's a little bit more than just you loving a gym, let's put it that way. But the soppy side of it, I think this place and Terry don't really understand how much he did for me. Terry and Anth massively helped me last year by getting me here. But I've been using this as fuel for why I've progressed so well this last off season and why I'd give everything the way I do. Call me a passionate individual. Hashtag trauma. Alright, rear delts are nice and warm. Just do a bit of cable laterals. Lean slightly forward. Boom. I'm pumped already, man. Solid. Alright, because we're still getting warm, I like to do, and you got 3 heads in your shoulder. I've started incorporating this wee beauty. So standing tall, lean a little bit forward, arms straight, lead with the knuckles. Squeeze like fuck at the top. Add a pause, make it difficult, and make sure you keep it thrusting for the barbell or the bedroom. And the only thing that you should be moving is your arm. Oh shit. Spicy. Oy. Something I've always really sucked at, to be honest, is my shoulder pressing. Just any pressing in general, to be honest. Overhead, chest is not my forte. That's where Terry gets me. He helps me with my press and I help him with my legs. With his legs. Safe to say at least one of us held up our bargain. To be fair, that's feeling saucy. It's only a plate though, so let's not get our hopes up too quick. Alright. Let's have a look at another Q&A, shall we? Keep that ball rolling before I forget. So, how is it in Durham as a Scotsman, relocating there in April? Well, you won't be the only Scotsman down here, my man. We're coming to take over. There's a lot more down here than what you would think. And to be fair, it's been brand new. Everybody in Durham is pretty awesome. It gives me, if you know Scotland, Durham gives me like a vibe between Perth, St Andrews and Dundee, in the way that it's Perth, like old city, bridges, water and all that kind of crap. St Andrews in the way that there's students bloody everywhere and very historical kind of town, city. And Dundee in the fact that it's literally 10 minutes everywhere. It's mental. But coming from Fife in Scotland, it's you're not used to having things conveniently 10 minutes apart. So when people from Newcastle say they won't come here because it's a half an hour drive, it does make me giggle considering I used to spend 50 minutes in the car commuting to work every day. But 35 seems a long drive and not worth coming to a gym. Yeah, I moved country for a gym. To drive 30 minutes to come to the Northeast Mecca. Are you winding me up? Ooh. Yeah, it's smooth and saucy. I like that. But the decider will be how 3 plates feel. Because if that feels heavy, we're in for a long day. Nowhere in hell am I getting 5 again. That was 7 kilo heavier, 4,000 extra calories, and a little bit of seasoning on the side, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's nice. Fuck it, we're going for. Ooh, this is getting exciting because this felt heavy last week. And to think food's been dropped and it's probably about to get dropped again, so let's embrace the pain. Definitely gonna need a straw after this set, like. Washing my hair is gonna be fun tonight, like a very mentally challenged T-Rex. Oh, pump's good, but it can sometimes be too good that you're that jacked trying to do an exercise. It makes it fun. Where's Terry when I need him? Come on. Ooh, fuck, that's heavy. Ooh. Hey. No. Oh, fuck. I'll take it. 3.5 will do though. Because as I always say, 6er doesn't count. But to be fair, I only got 6 or 3 last week, so it's progression, I'll take it. Right. Let's do another Q&A question. We'll keep them flooding in. What is failure? I like that one. What is failure? Well, I'm about to geek out on this, but let's keep it in simple man terms. Or at least not bore the tits out of you. So, you got 2 types of failure. You got muscle failure, you got mechanical failure. Now, when we're looking to do bodybuilding, we want to create the most stimulus through the muscle that we're trying to work. And doing so is a combination of both, muscle and mechanical failure. However, muscle failure is when the muscle literally has got nothing in the tank, completely gone, empty, nada, finito. You are not going to produce, one of my clients likes to say is no force. There's no force in that muscle at all. Done. And that's where things like intensifiers or even just choosing working weights in your sets that take you to muscle failure. Now, mechanical failure is when you are unable to perform the correct or able to maintain the right form in an exercise. So that last couple reps, you begin to struggle, but you can still get it, or just before you get to that point where you can fully lock out, that's what mechanical failure is. Now, you might be struggling for those last couple reps, you'll be fighting for them, it might take you a wee bit longer, the last couple reps should be a wee bit slower than the first couple, but being able to get past mechanical failure and into muscle failure is when we use like intensifiers in your sets, so like drop sets, rest pauses, what you see in some of my training videos. They're just ways of adding extra seasoning to the set to take you to muscle failure. So yeah, don't be a bitch. I suppose you're about to get a demonstration. So, drive those shoulder blades in, tuck that ass back, let's fucking see it. Should have went 3. Oh. Hey. See, you shouldn't be able to push the same amount of load in your back off set than your top set. Otherwise you're being a bitch and leaving it in the tank. Hey. Hey. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. 1, 2, Aye. Fuck. Ow. Well, I am sweating profusely in every crevice of my body. Here's a lovely thought for you while you have your breakfast. You're welcome. Well, here's another exercise I don't really get to see done much these days. It's probably one of the old exercises I used to start out at the gym with me and my dad, training shoulders. It was plate front raise. You got a wee bit of front raise with the cables, but there's nothing quite like grabbing a 20 plate and pretending you're that Formula 1 driver that you always wanted to be. Rip this out and try and tell me your front delts aren't fucking screaming at you. Oh shit, that sucks ass. Okay, you guys have waited long enough. And these feel juicy as hell right now. Let's see how jacked we can get. If we can actually take this hoodie off. Oh wow. There's a face only a mother could love. Right, time to look this majestic as fuck. Yep, safe to say the only committed relationship I'm ever going to be in going forward is with Ultra Pump. Yeah, not bad. Still a skinny bitch though. Oh Christ. Right. How's this Q&A looking again? Ooh, there's a spicy one. So, what would I do if one of my clients wanted to compete in the same show in the same class as me? How would I go about it? Well, I know exactly who messaged me that. You jammy little so-and-so. And you got a couple of years to catch up with me, big boy, so let's behave ourselves a little bit. You're jacked, but you're not that jacked. I still smoke your little cheeky little ass. But realistically, I would treat it just as I normally would. I would just treat it, I've got a coach for the exact same reason. I would do as my coach would tell me to do. So that pressure of peaking myself is off. So I can focus all my attention on my own athlete and be the coach that I strive to be. Practice what you preach, and if anything, it would be an absolute pleasure to share the stage with one of my clients. It would be pretty fucking cool if I'd say so myself. Oh, that sucks. Oh, so good though. Hey, it's safe to say shoulders are well and truly fucking left the chat 10 minutes ago. Oh. So let's move on to a bit of triceps. Because there might be detail, but there's fuck all mass in them. And funnily enough, your tricep is your bigger muscle in your arm. So you want bigger arms, don't neglect your triceps. That's looking kind of hot though. That is fist weight. And that's going to be far too fucking heavy. Let's behave ourselves. Wow. So let's see how these Q&As be working again. Here's a throwback. Unlimited supply of jam bagels, unlimited supply of Cocoa Pops. My man. Well, the inside joke, if you get what the jam bagel reference is for. Here's a long story. As much as I'm always going to love a jam bagel, and that will always have a special place in my heart, man's going to have to make do with some Cocoa Pops. Well, one thing I've tried to do the last couple of months really is I've always had fucking noodle arms, so I've tried to change up my style of training on them. Obviously, you want to take every muscle to failure. Duh. But when it comes to arm training, I'm finding that increasing volume of rep ranges, anything between 15 to 25, one, burns the living shit out of them, so you're walking about like a T-Rex the rest of the session, and two, you feel great, and three, again, it's about getting the most blood to the muscle, the pump, as Arnie would say, and creating as much stimulus to that muscle group in order for it to grow. And burning the living shit out of them with drop sets, rest pause sets, just as you would any other muscle group. I think when it comes to arm training, the people that don't have big arms is because they find it boring as living shit. Because at the end of the day, it's about as exciting as watching paint dry. Because how many different ways can you bend and extend your fucking elbow? But going balls deep in a hack squat is a little bit more exciting than pushing your hands to your feet. Oh, Jesus. The program says do it with a dumbbell. However, my shoulder mobility is about as good as my calves, and we all know that story. So I like to swap the cable because it feels like a nice wee stretch. Stand upright, extend and twist, just as you would a tricep rope push down, but you're doing it up overhead. This way, you can target that long head of the tricep and get a beautiful wee stretch on there. Yes. This lighting is doing me absolutely justice right, not justice, but it's creating an illusion that I am absolutely swole as fuck right now. But that's just ultra pump. Right, next one on the Q&A, let's have a look. Creatine, when is the best time to use it, and is it worth it? Well, I don't want to be just every other PT, and I feel like creatine's one of those things that I'm not going to be the guy to tell you how to suck eggs here, but it is one of the most well-studied or most supported supplement on the game. It's performance benefits. The long and short answer, yes, it's worth it. Yes, you should be taking it. No, it's not going to turn you into He-Man if women take it. But basically, the science behind it is that age recovery, it promotes muscle or cell hydration even, so it'll allow you to perform better. That's why it helps perform better in the gym, but also recover. And it basically gives you that full, denser look. It's the natty steroid if you want to use it that way, I suppose. Alright, let's do some reverse curls, shall we? Not that we're doing it for the girls. That's why we're fucking doing these in the first place. PT in a lass back in Scotland, and the first time I showed her this exercise, it was like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Her eyes just went with the contraction that she got because she was struggling to feel it in her tricep. Oh, Jesus, these high volume sets, man. Clearly working. I just need a fucking tan. Where do you want to be in the next 5 years? Damn, we're getting deep up in here. Well, put it this way, if you'd asked me that question even last year, especially this time last year, I had no idea where the hell I was. Wow, this is not a good angle. I had no idea where I was going to be. But no, what day is that? Christ. It's of course it is. It's the 27th of January. There's a significant date for if you know, you know. But this time last year, exactly 365 days ago, I was very different man, let's put it that way. A lot has changed in 365 days, so God knows what's going to happen in the next 5 years. But if anything, what has happened and the way life takes you is that everything, I've been a massive believer of this just the last year, is that everything does happen for a reason. And that if certain situations hadn't happened last year, I definitely probably wouldn't be here right now. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be. And like I say, everything does happen for a reason. And you only got to trust that things will come to you when the time is right. And sometimes, unfortunately, you got to go through some serious shit to be put on the right path. Don't get me wrong, if things were different, there's certainly some things I would change with being down here. I moved for Derry, to be honest. I moved because that big bastard saved me. I didn't really know what to do with myself. And an opportunity presented itself to me that allowed me to go all in, because I'm living a life that I never thought I would live. And the opportunities and the experiences I've had in the last year itself. 16-year-old Jake would, to be fair, 24-year-old Jake's jaws hitting the fucking floor every week to say that I've got keys to Ultraflex and that I'm training with Anne's Bales and my best mate on the weekly, pursuing a dream, living the dream. Next 5 years? Well, if this is what 1 year can do, you bitches ain't ready for the next 5. And we ain't planning on slowing down anytime soon, that's for sure. This is what this comeback season is all about. Fuck, I'm getting deep. Let's do your kickbacks, Jake. Christ. In 5 years' time, we'll see what happens in 5 weeks. Because at the end of the day, tomorrow ain't promised. Fucking hell, Jake, you're so fucking deep. Do your kickbacks and shut the fuck up. If you've continued on to this far, congratulations. Because you must have a really boring morning to listen to my shite for this long. Hey. Oh. Fuck this. I just want arms the size of fucking Derry's. Love for this machine, because it burns the living crap out of my biceps like no other. The first time I used it, I went home, sat on the couch, and had the biggest bicep cramp in my life. It felt so good. Right, because I have absolutely shite long heads, let's change the arm out back to the straight one. I feel like the easy bar is better for triceps on this machine. Oh. Gosh. Oh, fuck. It's like, you ever get that point when you're training biceps or arms in general, your forearms cramp up and it just feels like as soon as you let go of the bar, like someone turns on the tap and all the blood just goes again. Jesus. Yeah, it's slowly working though. For the first time in about 2 weeks I managed to do some shrugs, because my dumbass decides to get an injury in his neck by sleeping. Most people, you know, comes to the gym five times a week, lifts weights, tries to PB, you know, muscle failure and all that, every week, for years on end. But somehow manages to wake up and not be able to look left because he's slept in his neck wrong. What a twat. If that doesn't sum up my luck, I don't know what will. So, let's crush the ears, shall we? Let's join the chat from yesterday. Take it. Excuse me, there's an intro for you. I must be so entertaining right now. Lucky I'm wearing yellow and my bright blue hat spraying my eyes out. Like I said, if you made it this far, thank you very much. And I hope you enjoy just a little insight. Holy shit, that's heavy. There we go. Ooh. just a dark green. That'll do. So yeah, that kind of sums up our shoulders and arms session. Just watched a little bit back there and didn't realise how loud the bloody gym is, well, at the time. So hopefully the audio is okay. Again, just shows how amateur I am at all this. But, so hopefully it's not just me gibbering shit. It normally is, to be honest. But hey ho, hopefully you enjoyed it. And no, it's exciting to see somewhat of a shape coming through now. Now about 6 or 7 kilo down from my peak. So, shifting, slowly but surely. I just want to say thank you as well for all the questions that came through. Hopefully you got some value from there. And again, me talking absolute shite for however long this video is. Here to provide the entertainment, but also document this story, I suppose. I could go into in depth about why I moved country for a gym, but I think it kind of, you can put two and two together. A lot of personal shit, and I've always been the guy that puts other people before himself. And I think this last year, in the last 6 months really, I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. Put my own happiness first for a change, and I think me moving here was a risk. Realistically, I blew all my savings to get down here, and like I say, it's a story. It's a story for its own video. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I've got a circle around me that I am eternally grateful for. A family that come down every bloody month since I've been gone, and that was a big thing because I didn't want to leave them. It just goes to show, with the right people in your corner, the world isn't that big, and the people who want to be in your life will make the effort to be in your life, no matter where you are. So yeah, I'm getting shoulder cramp holding this fucking thing again, and we've got to head up to Tesco. We got some value and some entertainment from that, and yeah, living the fucking dream. To the next one, guys.